Taye Diggs, they said he wearing a skirt.
This particular outfit. And what you see is...
My bad, a dress.
Yes.
Masculine
with a slip.
Top, and then on the bottom, it looks like a kilt, which is not necessarily a dress, but it is a skirt design for men.
He ain't Irish. If you wearing a kilt, that you're Irish. The Irish with the bagpipes, okay, respect. Hey, that's their thing.
That's a particular way too. Like even if you black and daughter, like it's
that's a dress. Nigga.
That's a dress, nigga.
And many people were confused about this. And this is a very interesting discussion, especially when it comes to Black American men and their roles in Hollywood. Now, when you look at some of the other prominent people like athletes such as Russell Westbrook, he's also worn very similar things.
That's a kilt too. It's a goddamn tennis skirt, nigga.
You got blue hair.
Also, NBA player Jordan Clarkson. So again, this dressing,
he got a baby outfit, like a baby doll,
like an infant.
Yeah,
has been called into behavior. And I found a very interesting perspective of a black model explaining why this may be the case.
Let me represent being a black man for a second. If I look at your career and I'm like, okay, but some of the stuff you do is a little too gay for me. I don't feel like me having to like pose in a dress, for an example, that doesn't work well for me, right? From your perspective, can you still be a black male fashion model without having to have to do things that for most men are perceived as, this is a little too feminine, this is a little too gay for me?
Guy's asking the black guy, who, by the way, has on lipstick, like, why are you wearing things that may make you...
I mean, how black is this guy anyway? I was waiting for the black. I was waiting for him to switch to the black guy.
Appear or look gay. And then the response is this.
Absolutely.
Still be considered like a icon in fashion?
Depends on who you are. If you come into the industry and you're a big social influencer and you have a name for yourself and you're already established, it's obviously easier for you to go about it. But someone that...
He look like he is gay. Like, what's his problem?
Son, we don't know that.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just going by the look. I would just assume that, you know,
with the two earrings and the lipstick,
and the makeup and the contour face. I would assume.
Yeah, we don't know.
You know, you shouldn't have a problem with it, nigga. Why you acting?
Why you asking
me, nigga? Fuck, I'm cool with it. I like it.
Should ask one of us.
Trying to become an icon. It's going to be hard for you to become this icon without you being willing to adapt to change and willing to step out of your comfort zone.
But do you know what that sounds like to like the average listener?
I mean, it sounds weird and it sounds cliche.
You want to be famous, you have to do this stuff.
It's not about being famous, but it's like if you want to be successful in this industry, there are...
Which means famous, nigga.
Are going to be times where you're put in stuff that makes you feel uncomfortable, or you're put in a position that may not make you feel uncomfortable, but they just put you in stuff that you may not like or you may not wear personally.
Right.
I need a soundboard for Corey Holcomb saying backdoor. Uncomfortable backdoor.
No, what's your man Jesse Lee? Beta.
right. Boy, amazing.
Stop.
Now, this is important because he says, if you already have your own following, in other words, if you have your own leverage, you are less likely put into these situations if you want to switch to the fashion industry. But if you don't, you have to do certain things to get into the positions that you may want to be in, even
I bet, nigga,
if you don't personally like the style of dress. And then he follows it up with this.
Not only are you getting a paycheck, but this is getting you exposure and it's getting you to this next level of becoming the icon that you hope to be.
Right.
So it's not like you're chasing fame, but like if you want to be successful, you have to be open and willing to do what agents are asking you to do.
He tries to...
Yeah, we know what that means, man. You got a man hairdresser, he doing your hair, but he got his junk on your shoulder.
Yeah, heavy, like laying over.
Right, you just like you're just supposed to be cool with it, I guess.
Right. He's like, you want to be an icon, right? It's like, not that bad, nigga.
Right.
Justify it. Not only are you getting a paycheck, but you're getting closer to the icon you've always wanted to be.
I thought that was Jada Pinkett.
Stop.
Now, Taye Diggs is in his mid-50s, and obviously Taye Diggs may not be as popular as he once was. So that's one question I'll come into later. But I kind of want to talk about this whole idea of what he's wearing. Is this historically a feminine style of dress? Well, if we look at it, we see it's a tailored black suit with some kind of pleated skirt or kilt style bottom and a tie, okay? Now, if we look at this historically, we know that men have wore stuff like this, especially like in Scotland, Ireland. You have guys who wore sarongs in Asia and Africa, togas in ancient Rome, robes and tunics and Middle.
I hear you on all that stuff, but that's not even the vibe that's going on right here.
He talk about a fashion icon. He ain't even into fashion. Taye Diggs is an actor. What's got to do with anything? Man, got on a dress. You know what it is, man. Ain't wearing a dress.
So I turn into something else.
East and Africa. So to wear a kilt is not inherently feminine, okay? This is not a man wearing makeup. He's not wearing heels. He's not wearing a dress. However, we do want to look at something that is interesting. Taye Diggs did a skit in which he was dressed up as Madonna. And I want you to see some of the movement here, okay? And this movement in 2022, it's question.
I'm sorry. I wasn't ready. So you gotta tell me this, son. Did you see this before?
How they know he doing Madonna?
How's that a reenaction?
Did y'all make that up to try to spare him
or something?
Movement here, okay? And this movement in 2022, it's questionable as hell. Okay, again, it is a skit, but the twerking and shaking the booty and all of that stuff with the female hat, this is definitely something that a woman would do, and it is not masculine at all. Again, this is a skit, but it's not masculine at all, okay? So we do have evidence of Taye Diggs doing stuff in which people could see is, I don't know, maybe homoerotic, maybe very feminine. Wow, but let me kind of get back to this whole thing, what he's wearing right now, which is this kilt. This is not necessarily the most feminine thing in the world, okay? However, Taye Diggs did not grow up in Scotland. He did not grow up in ancient Africa. He did not grow up in ancient Rome. He grew up.
And he's not even repping none of that stuff.
Son, let me ask you this. So if it came out.
No, already, no.
Hold on, son, I'm not setting it up. What I'm saying, let's stick to Taye Diggs, for example. Let's say later on down the line, it comes out that he is or involved in homosexual activity. Would you be surprised?
No.
Why would I go then? I ain't shocked, nigga.
Listen, if that's what it was, let that be what it is.
Yeah, baby, it's 2026. I tell you one that they scrubbed from the internet though. What? Did you see the one with Vin Diesel?
What he was doing?
Yo, you got to see Vin Diesel. You saw how Taye Diggs was just dancing?
Oh man, this was AI.
No. This pre AI.
What was he doing? Give me something.
Vin Diesel dancing to a Beyonce song. He was in a kitchen sitting at Taye Diggs joint.
He just enjoyed the song.
No. That nigga was swaying like a chick.
Have hip hop and streetwear styles. So that's the brothers who like the Jordans, the Adidas, the athletic influence fashion, and typically both styles of dress in the Black American historical culture of dressing shows strength. It shows conventional male presentation. It shows strong masculinity, authority. Like, it's so bad that men, especially in the 90s, if you're from Black America, you understand what I'm talking about. We didn't even believe in wearing open toe sandals.
He's right, Right.
Now, if you in Africa, wearing sandals as a man is important. I mean, because it'd be hot outside, right? I'm in Uganda and they be sailing up. And you can wear sandals in Uganda and you could be the hardest dude on the streets. Like,
if he that way,
some tough looking feet right there.
Yeah, those was African feet, the original feet, and them fucking sandals is tough too. They wasn't always sandals. They used to be
Jordan, athlete, a runner.
Yeah.
Chase goats
and something else. Goat chasing feet. Yeah. You ever seen them niggas make scooters out of nothing? Like just out of random
out of wood
and shit. Yeah. Flintstone looking shit, niggas.
The big ones.
Yeah. Big joints. Long.
They got feet like that.
Right. They got feet just like that, and they only be on the hill. They just leave it at the bottom because they made it out of sticks. They be like, fuck it. Ain't pushing this shit back up. Anyway, shout out to Taye Diggs. And if you want to come on out, man, come on out. He about 50 something. Okay. That's the same age that Caitlyn Jenner switched up. You know what I'm saying?
But nobody's putting him in the same category as Bruce Jenner, son.
He's not Bruce no more. Don't disrespect that man.
Not disrespecting the man.
Don't disrespect him, son. We don't disrespect
pronouns.
Right, that's right. Pronouns and stuff. Don't disrespect nobody.
They, we, those.
Right. All them. Those niggas. Whatever. Anyway, next story. Mic check.
1, 2.
All right. Keith Lee going in on Mr. Tendenism. He said, Tendenism. I told you tendenism. And that's the thing. Oh, let me also say something to you niggas. That's what I'm about to say.
So chill. So be easy with your
I'm gonna be easy. I'm cussing this stuff.